Hello, my name is Nalia Fullylove. I'm here with the head track and field coach today, and this is the first episode of Meet the Coaches. So I just wanted to ask you a couple questions.
Okay.
First of all, thank you for taking the time to speak with me today. I know you're a pretty busy guy.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
To start, tell me a little bit about yourself. How'd you get started with track and coaching?
Okay, well, I'm originally from Liberty, Mississippi. I ran track in high school. I was a pretty good athlete in high school. I got a scholarship to Ole Miss. I ran track at Ole Miss during my time. All-American, conference champion, All-American. I actually went to I qualified for the Olympic trials back in the day. I didn't make it,
Right.
but I actually qualified to go. I ran in a lot of professional meets as an athlete, and after I finished running, and I graduated from Ole Miss after I finished, I actually started working. Just like with my degree, I got a degree in exercise science. Mm-hmm. I started working with a lot of the youth, the kids, and everything. And after a couple of years working, I had a son that started running track.
Right.
And he was young, and I was like, I didn't like what they was doing out there. I said, I need to get back in this and help these kids, learn the sport the right way. So I started coaching in 2013, actually. Mm-hmm. And I actually went back to Ole Miss as a volunteer coach up there. And I started working under the head coach at that time. And after I was there for a year, I ended up going to a school in Arkansas, seeing can I do what I did as an athlete, as a coach. And that's kind of how I started. I started having a lot of success over there in Arkansas, stayed over there for a couple of years, and then I transitioned back to Mississippi. Mm-hmm. And started working at Mississippi Valley as the head coach. And I was there for 3 years, and then I ended up here.
Do you regret not becoming a professional athlete and going to the big leagues?
Well, in the beginning I did, but as I grew and learned more about the sport, I mean, it just wasn't for me. I was able to achieve what my body was allowed. I'm not the tallest guy. I'm not the fastest guy out there, but I was good, but I wasn't good enough to be at that level, and that's okay. That's okay. I mean, I had track has been great for me. It took me a lot of places. This is a great sport. I met a lot of people. I traveled a lot of places, and now I'm just here as a coach to help others, find the joy and the success in our sport, and it could take them places that they never thought they would go.
Right. What do you look forward to this season?
Just for the athletes to do something that they didn't think was possible. Mm-hmm. I have athletes from all different levels. I mean, some athletes can score at conference. Some of them can't. No matter what they do, they'll never get a chance to actually make the finals at conference meet. And that's just how it is sometimes. But my goal as a coach is just to bring the best out of each individual athlete. And that could range from a lot of different things. The athlete's success is different levels to it. I mean, your success gonna be different from somebody else's success. Your success, one athlete's success may be to just run faster or jump farther or throw farther than they did the previous meet, and that's success. But another athlete may have the ability to actually win the event. So it varies from athlete to athlete, and I meet them where they are. But the goal is just to make them better individually at what they're doing.
Right. How do you feel about the players performing during indoor track as they get ready for the indoor SWAC championships?
This season the team is young, especially on the women's side, but they step up to the challenge. I challenge them each week, challenge them throughout the fall training. And now that we're in competition season, it's always difficult for the athlete to perform in the moment. Mm-hmm. Performing in the moment when the gun go off, everybody's watching. It's a scary situation because it's you're just individual, you by yourself. Mm-hmm. And so at practice, we try to prepare them mentally to be able to handle the pressure to be able to perform when the gun go off. So team so far, the indoor season it's been great. We breaking school records. Some athletes doing some things that I didn't think they thought was that they could achieve so soon. But it's just a testament of the hard work that they put in following what we're trying to do for them.
So I see you have like a very big vision of like what you want for what you expect in like your coaches and your players and stuff. So like one of the things I was wondering is, would you ever like coach for like professionally?
Well, what my vision to start while I'm here at Alcorn, I have some athletes who, when they finish, I can say on the bubble of running on the next level.
Right.
Like Trellis Forrest, last year, he actually had opportunity. He qualified to run at one of the professional meets. It was held in Memphis, and he ran against some of the professionals. And I think once I start that process here, athletes who are capable of competing at the next level, they can just train here.
Right.
Why? I mean, when they graduate, I can bring them on as like a volunteer coach, and they can continue to train. That's what a lot of coaches do at some of the bigger schools. The athletes just stay around and train and also helping out the team.
Right.
So that's the goal I'm trying to bring here just to kind of put the program, the track and field program, on a higher level than just the conference level. I'm trying to take to the national level, and the more attention you get in the sport, the more elite recruits that want to come here.
Right. What's your favorite track memory, either as an athlete from when you were younger or as a coach now?
Wow, that question right there. Wow. As an athlete, I won conference in the 400 meters when I was at Ole Miss. That was cool, but at the moment I didn't realize what was actually happening. You know, sometimes you win and you're like, oh, I just was running. But being the conference champion was great. But I think the moment that sticks out the most to me when I was as an athlete, I was at the Penn Relays, and that's like a historic track meet, and we won the 4x400 meter relay. We was the champions, and we got a really big old, they call it a cookie. It's huge. It's about the size of me almost when I'm standing up, and just to bring that back to Ole Miss during that time was like the biggest accomplishment I think that I was a part of, and the team aspect of it, because the relay has three other athletes on the team, and just winning it, just to see the joy on their faces, and I dove at the line to actually win. So that was like it was like 60,000 people in the stand, because a lot of people don't realize track is one of those sports too that it's very popular in certain locations where thousands of people come out and watch it. So that's a memory that I'll never forget. And as a coach, just seeing the athletes like at a conference or at one of the really big meets, they win their event. Yeah. That's like just to see the joy and the emotions that come from them. That's something that I can't replace. That's like something that I look for, that for the athlete to achieve something that they didn't think was possible. And just by them doing it, it's a huge thing to me.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
How do you handle mistakes or bad races?
I beat the athlete. In our sports is 21 different events.
Right.
So and I basically meet the athlete where they're at, because athletes handle disappointment and wins in different ways. So I'm a very encouraging coach. I'm always try to speak positive to them, no matter what the situation may be. I'm always talk to them like, hey, it happened.
Yeah.
And that what did you learn from what you just what did you learn? What did you take away from the race? And I try to get them out of their head and be like, okay, next time we'll do something different and maybe we'll have a better result. So I meet them where they're at, and just keep encouraging them let them know that you got another opportunity.
And then, what are your goals for this season for the team and for your athletes?
I expect the athletes to continue to progress forward, and just for them to realize that they belong. And because the biggest thing I've always been just to make them believe that they're capable of doing something. That's always been the biggest thing to me. And with that, it's going to bring all kind of personal records in different events. And the more personal records that we gain, we'll have some victories, and we can move up in the SWAC conference standings at the SWAC championships. Last year we had Trellis Forrest. He won on the 400 meters. Derek Williams, he's returning, and he was third in the 100 and 200. So now I'm expecting him to move up, maybe win it this year, and that's what we've been training for. And a lot in our sport, you can do everything that you think is possible, but you got to make sure you meet them where they at mentally, and so they be prepared for the moment. Because the moment in most of the races, you might be thinking 8 seconds, and it's over just like that.
Yeah.
So the preparation this whole season has been just to get them to be ready for the moment, and then once the moment is here, you attack the moment. Anything is possible. So the goal is just to keep moving up in the conference standings, and after that, we just gonna keep taking higher and higher, and eventually try to get a championship here. And that's extremely difficult to do, but it's possible. Just with the growth of the program since I've been here, I'm going on year number 3 now.
Right.
And I just continue to do what we're doing. Myself, my coaching staff. It's going to be some championships going to be coming out soon.
Thank you so much for meeting with me. It was so great talking to you.
This is great. Thank you.
And that was our first episode of Meet with the Coaches. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time.